Welcome to Startup Spotlight. This week in India, startup ecosystem was all about IPO momentum, big capital moves, regulatory green lights, and strategic bets on AI and deep tech. So without any further ado, let's get into your weekly Startup Spotlight to have a look at the latest developments from the startup ecosystem. We begin with the travel tech space heating up. Travelstack, the parent company of FabHotels and corporate travel SaaS platform Travel+, has filed its DRHP with SEBI. It also signals IPO ambitions. The proposed public issue includes a fresh issue of Rs 250 crore along with an offer for sale of up to 2.69 crore shares. Several market investors including Excel, Goldman Sachs, Panthera Growth Partners, Anupam Mittal and Qualcomm are set to partially exit through the IPO. The filing marks another strong signal that India's consumer and SaaS companies are now readying themselves for public markets. Speciale Invest has announced plans to launch a Rs 1,400 crore growth stage fund focused on Series A and late-stage startups within deep tech space. The fund, expected to be raised next year, will back companies that have crossed technical validation and are now moving towards commercial scale and revenues. This comes after a special launch of Rs 200 crore growth fund in 2023, underlining growing investors' confidence in India's hard tech IP-led startup ecosystem. A major regulatory win for fintech giant Paytm. The company has received RBI approval to operate as a payment aggregator for offline payments as well as cross-border transactions, both inward and outward. The approval follows Paytm's Rs 2,250 crore investment into its subsidiary earlier this month and a corporate restructuring that moved its offline merchant payments business under Paytm Payment Services Limited. The development strengthens Paytm's compliance position and opens up new revenue avenues beyond domestic online payments. In the EV space, Ola Electric continued to make headlines. Founder Bhavesh Agrawal sold around 0.6% stakes or 2.6 crore shares in a bulk deal worth Rs 92 crore as a part of broader promoter-level transaction. The company clarified that the move was aimed at fully releasing pledged shares worth Rs 260 crore rather than exiting the business. Despite the stock touching a fresh low during this week, the transaction signals an effort to clean up promoter-level leverage. Deeptech made a strong AI push in India this week. Google announced a $8 million commitment to support 4 government-backed AI centers of excellence. This will happen alongside funding for AI startups and healthcare innovation. Additionally, Google will invest $2 million to set up Indic Language Technologies Research Hub at IIT Bombay, focused on building AI for India's linguistic diversity. Startups Ganani.ai and Corover.ai will also receive $50,000 grants each to build voice AI models from Google. Kuku FM is preparing for the public markets. The audio content platform has reportedly appointed Kotak Mahindra Capital, Axis Bank and Morgan Stanley as bankers for potential Rs 200 million IPO. The company plans to use the proceeds to expand its content library and strengthen regional language offerings following its $85 million Series C round led by Granite Asia earlier this year. Another IPO milestone this week. Peak 15 backed insurtech startup Turtlemint has received SEBI's observation letter clearing the way for its public issue. The company had confidentially filed its DRHP in September and the IPO size is expected to be in the range of $200 to $250 million. Once the updated filing is made public, then it will take place. Wingify, the company behind visual website optimizer, has acquired Y Combinator-backed AI startup Blitzllama. The acquisition will integrate continuous AI-driven user feedback into VWO's experimentation and optimization tools. Wingify's platform currently serves 3,000 plus companies across 90 plus countries. Founded in 2009, Wingify became majority-owned Everstone Capital earlier this year in $200 million deal. We begin with the biggest news of the week. Flipkart has received in principle approval from the NCLT to complete its reverse flip to India. Several Singapore-based entities including Flipkart Marketplace and Flipkart Health will now be merged with the Indian entity. The move aligns Flipkart more closely with India's regulatory and IPO environment following earlier approvals from Singapore court. Swiggy closed a rupees 10,000 crore qualified institutional placement, issuing shares at rupees 375 each, about a 4% discount to the floor price. Top mutual funds including SBI MF, ICICI Prudential, HDFC MF and Kotak MF participated in the issue. Out of the total funds raised, rupees 4,475 crore will be deployed to scale Swiggy's quick commerce fulfillment network, doubling down on speed-led delivery. That's all for the Startup Spotlight this week. This week clearly shows that India's startup ecosystem is maturing, consolidating, and gearing up for scale. We will see you next time. Until then, keep reading TICE.news.